We talked about walking this week, and last week, so it might be good to give you a little bit more information about some of the muscles included in walking. Now, I'm going to purposely avoid some of the other major muscles you've heard about before. Why? Because they're boring and get too much screen time. Root for the underdog. Or in this case, the psoas major. This muscle is one that's internal to your body, unlike your biceps or quadriceps. You can't see this one from the outside, and it's so hidden, in fact, it even has a silent letter. So what does this muscle do? Well, it's actually very important. The muscle connects your upper body, your spine, with your lower body. It's the most important muscle in the action of flexing your hip joint. Technically, it connects the lower spine, or the L1 to L3 vertebra, with your femur. Another cool thing about this muscle is that it has another muscle that lives with it. This is the iliacus muscle. The iliacus is another internal muscle, and this one connects the top inside of your pelvis to the same point as the psoas major on your femur. Find that little ridge in your thigh. This is the only place you can really feel the psoas or the iliacus. Together, they are referred to as the iliopsoas muscles. Finally, not only is this muscle hidden and has a friend, it also has a weird mutation like that little joined twin thing in Total Recall. Somewhere between 40 and 50% of humans have an extra muscle called the psoas minor, which sits right next to the psoas major, like Kawado, and really doesn't do much of anything. This is also why the psoas major gets that extra moniker. As you can imagine, this muscle is quite useful. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to move your upper body if you were sitting down. You'd just fall over. So when it gets damaged, it's very hard to do even simple things like walking.
Luckily, there are some exercises and stretches that can be used to help relax a screwed up psoas muscle and help strengthen the surrounding muscles. By strengthening these muscles, you can hopefully avoid aggravating the psoas. First, there's an exercise I affectionately call the butt shuffle. Take an exercise band and wrap it over yourself so it's half its original length. Put it over your feet, around the arch, or around your ankles, whichever is more comfortable. Step to the side into a squat position. Continue stepping, and do this for 10 steps on each side. Next, stand on one leg for 20 seconds at a time. Remember to do this for both legs. This makes those small muscles work to help keep you balanced. Short bridge is next. This will look familiar to people who've had some yoga experience. Lay on the floor on your back, with your feet flat on the floor. Push through your feet until your lower back is up in the air, and your weight is balanced between your shoulders and feet. Hold for 3 seconds, then release. Repeat 8 times for a set. Side plank. This exercise is one that most people have seen. Balance on either your forearm or palm, and either have your feet stacked or one in front of the other. Push up, and maintain enough tension through your body and core to maintain a straight line. Hold for 30 seconds on each side for a set. The first stretch is called the Samson stretch. Get into a lunge position, but push your back knee further back than usual, creating a bit more of a stretch in your quad. Then, take your arms overhead and try to stretch backwards. Dancer is another yoga pose that's great for stretching the psoas major. Either in the air or holding onto a chair, lift your back leg up and reach behind you to grab your foot. Extend your foot out and up as flexibility allows. There are a lot of names for this stretch, but here I'm going to call it the forward fold. Simply bend at the waist, keeping your knees straight but not locked. Relax your lower back by swinging gently or lightly bouncing. You can have your arms dangle or hold your elbows. Pigeon takes a little bit more to get into. Start on your hands and knees. Slide backwards with one leg until the opposite knee is under your chest. You want to be balanced and sitting on your hip. Feel free to reach back for your extended foot to go into the more advanced king pigeon.
Give it up for the psoas muscle, its significant friend the iliacus, and its weird stepchild, the psoas minor. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back next time. Remember, we all have a little Godzilla in us, but only about half has a psoas minor.